Man, it feels good to be back. Hello, you magnificent manifestors, you. Oh, man, I can't, words cannot describe how happy I am to be here with you. Now, I, of course, welcome you to my live broadcast. Looking forward to sharing with you so much about the last little while that I've been going through and how you can relate to how I solved my problems. I am going to show you what I did to find the golden lining in the darkest clouds of life in the last 2.5 years. My friends, I am so excited to be able to share this with you. And you know something else? I'm still alive. Did you notice something different? Did you notice a little something different there? Oh, where's my mustache? Where's my mustache? I got a story for you. I have a story for you. Yes, I do indeed. Because after you click on that streamyard.com/Facebook link in the posts in this video, you'll be able to let me know who the comments are coming in from, and we can communicate directly, because I want to hear your questions. I want to hear your stories. I want to hear you talk to me. And if you want me to invite you on to tell your stories, I will send you a link. You can connect and I will bring you on to the show. I'd be happy to do that right now. Now, of course, you probably are wondering, what is this guy talking about? Well, if you don't know me, my name is Coach Dean Brown. And if you're watching live, I want to know you're watching live. Share this video. Share it, share it, share it. Let people know that we are back. I am back from near death, almost, as an exaggeration. But I will share with you so many wonderful things in the next little while. I have a feeling I'm going to want to keep talking, and I hope you can hang in there and keep there with me, because I'm excited. Oh yes, indeed. But anyways, let me see some hearts. Let me see some cares. You know what? Set your notifications to all so you can check me out whenever I go live on wherever I am streaming, because I am streaming all over. I'm carpet bombing marketing right now. Yeah. I'm letting everybody have it. Dean Brown is back. Yes, indeed. And of course, make sure that if you're watching the replay, you let me know you're watching the replay in the comments, because I'll be checking this post out in the next little while. And share this baby again when you get to that point. Because you know what? There is a way to find that gold, not silver, gold lining inside the darkest of clouds. And I can testify, I can represent, I can let you know that as your brother, I have the best for you at heart. I am here to make a big difference for you. Now, if you're a business person and you're just getting to know me, my friend, I will be sharing with you how to clear those energy blocks, how to change your life and business paradigm, and get you enrolling clients in 90 days or less. Yes, indeed. And I'm going to do this by aligning your mind, your body, and your spirit, which is something that I've learned in the last little while in a deeper sense. And I'm going to mix that all in with some awareness and some choice. And we're going to smack dab some technology in there. And we're going to release some limiting beliefs in the meantime, so that you can untangle your tech troubles with my help. Happy to do that and send you over to my team if you enroll in my program, and we will get you rocking. Now, what is this stuff I've been talking about? The gold lining at the center of the darkest clouds. That stuff, my friends, is the beauty. Oh, thank you. Welcome back. I'm happy to be here. Absolutely. It is such a joy to be welcomed back. Thank you for being here with me. It looks like you're at my business page. If you want to come over onto my profile, you might have more luck commenting. Just remember to look in the post for the Facebook. How's that going out? StreamYard something.com, Facebook. I don't know how that works. There's a link somewhere that will allow you to see who you are in these comments. By all means, I'm so happy to have you here with me tonight, because, my friends, I have been through the ringer since I saw you last. It has been so long. Man, oh man, I've got so much to share with you. I've been through such challenges and such disappointments and such pain and suffering. Man, oh man, it didn't even have anything to do with the pandemic. It had stuff to do with just life. And I know that in the last 2.5 years, Life has been popping you in the jaw. It's been popping me in the jaw, and it's been popping lots of people I know a little lower than that. It's been making people lose their jobs, lose their homes, not able to visit sick loved ones. It's driven us, those of us that are in a place where this is a huge change. This has driven many of us Canadians crazy, because I'm thinking, kind of a little bit more madness here in Canada than there is in the rest of the world. And it's affecting my brothers and sisters, and those who are not my brothers and sisters, my dear friends. You're in a place where you know what I'm talking about, and you know that you're struggling, and you know that you don't know what to do about it. And I do. I have been supported by so many amazing people. I've been put in a place where I didn't know whether I was going to live or die. Now, to come right out and tell you, it's been cancer challenge. Yes, it has. Ironically, the first scare was a scare, real cancer. And some of you that have been following me, you've watched my go lives from the hospital, so you know part of the story. But I ended up not having cancer after all that. Thank you, Connie. It's great to see you. And thank you for telling me welcome back. I have to show everybody. There we go. That's my dear sweetheart. She has been an amazing pillar of strength for me, showing up every day at the hospital like a champ some time ago, and then dealing with FaceTimes because the COVID restrictions wouldn't allow unvaccinated people to visit their dying family members and me. But anyways, thank you, Connie. And I'm so happy to be here. And by all means, you know what? I'm going to go through, I'll finish my story. So I almost get, I get in this place where I have the cancer and I'm blah, blah, blah. And then everything seems okay, because it's not. And then a little while goes on, and I start getting this growth on my right hip, and pain and soreness. And that sucker grew from February till June like that, until it actually burst. I could show you videos that would make you go, oh, I don't want to see that. And you're right, you don't want to see that. But at the same point in time, it happened. And there's people out there that complain about the healthcare system. As strange as they are, because, jabber job, as strange as they are, they did an amazing job with me. It was really, really impressive, the healthcare I got here in Brampton and downtown Toronto. I'm not going to say which hospitals. That's not my place to say. But at the same point in time, they took care of my cancer. They took a tumor out of me the size of a football. I had to take a bit of a muscle out of my leg, but I'm healing up. And thanks to Connie, I'm doing, I'm feeling back to normal for very, very loving reasons. I love you, baby, and thank you so much for being the pillar for me. Couldn't have done it without you. I'd have gone mad if it wasn't for you. So there we have it. But through that, I didn't know what condition I was going to end up in, what state I was going to end up in, whether I was going to be able to serve my clients, whether I was going to be able to enroll new clients, whether even if I was going to live for my family. And I learned a lot of stuff laying in that hospital bed. Now, there's two things we can do when we're down and out like that and stuck in the hospital. We can win or we can win. You can spank yourself or you can thank yourself. You can get positive or you can get negative. These are the choices we have. If you're feeling fear and anxiety and stress and frustration, then you can't feel happiness, joy, and love and peace. My friends, this is such a hard thing to teach, but it's such an easy thing to say. I can say, just think positive thoughts. But yeah, I know lots of people that cannot think positive thoughts. And I struggled having positive thoughts at many, many points in time. But the point remains, I noticed that I was struggling to have positive thoughts. And I asked for help. I asked for someone to talk to. I asked for, whatever the case may be, stay longer, Connie, whatever, be in that, when I was in the hospital and such like that. But at the same point in time, when I was alone, I had the strength to say, wait a second, I have a lot of time on my hands. I can make a difference for me. Because who's in there suffering right now? Me. Who's in there scared as hell right now? Me. Who's in there not knowing what was going to happen with the end result? Am I going to survive this cancer? Am I going to die from it? Who knows? Don't even know what it is yet. I just knew it was a monster ball of ouch on my hip. And if you ever get a chance to see me in person, I offer the opportunity for you to go, hey, Dean, let me just see that. But it's big, it looks nasty. You don't want that. But the point remains, I survived. I'm here. I'm back with you. And I know if you've been struggling, and if you're in that place where you're not sure even what's causing the struggling, it may be blaringly obvious, like money, but at the same point in time, there's a lot of other shit going on. I know it, because I went through it. But anyways, here I was laying in the hospital, and I'm babbling because I'm so happy to be here. So forgive me. I'm just so happy to be here with you guys. And telling the story is only part of it. I'm going to share with you the 18 rules of happiness. I'm going to offer a PDF of that, or a meditation opportunity. Like, I have a really good meditation guide for you that I'd be happy to share that includes meditation files, links. But anyways, what did I learn to do now that I mentioned meditation? I learned a deeper sense of meditation. I learned a better way to meditate for me. This is practice. I mean, when I had that NG tube in my nose all down into my stomach, ceaseless hiccups, unbelievable hiccups. And I was trying every hiccup remedy known to man that you can apply laying on your back in a hospital bed. Deep, deep breaths. Very, very strict concentration. And just an awareness that, hey, I got to do this, because every time I hiccup, I'm swallowing air and it's making my stomach rise. I can't pass and I can't burp. Guys, it was my challenge. And yeah, you might say I've had worse. Wow, Dean, that's crazy because I've never had anything like that. The point is that I'm not alone. And I know a lot of you people that are watching or will be watching will have gone through something very similar. What have been the challenges for you over the past 2.5 years? Put it in the comments. Let me know. Share with me the challenges you've been facing with travel restrictions, mandates, work restrictions, work loss, companies closing if you had a company, all those sorts of things. In what place are you struggling? And share with me, because I really want to be the healing catalyst for you. You're my magnificent manifesting brothers and sisters. If not, you're going to learn how to be my friend, and then you'll be my brother or sister. But the point remains, I love you, and I am in a place where I can really help you because I've been there. And every time I get knocked down, I get back up. We can't win the race if we don't stay on the track. And hey, after 2 suicide attempts, I ain't giving up, no matter what comes my way. So I'm here for you because I know how to be here for myself. I can help you go through what you're going through because I've gone through it myself. And if you are working on sorting out your business and you are a coach, a consultant, or a C-suite executive, man, oh man, can I bring you up to a high level of revenue? But that's another story. You let me know if you want that. You just say something in the comments and we will go from there, my friends. But the 18 rules of happiness. I just wanted to share this with you because we all need more happiness right now. There is a decidedly pronounced lack of happiness in this world right now. People are frustrated. People are isolated. People are polarized within families, let alone within communities. To see some kindness, some decency, some love, some joy, it's now the uncommon as opposed to the common. It's not something you see all day, every day. As a matter of fact, I see and hear from lots of people who are struggling. We need more happiness. But on the bright side, if you're following the right sources of information, there's a lot of things changing in the last little while, a lot of things going in the favor of those of us who have resisted and protested and stayed true to our word, not letting anybody get in our way, not letting anybody change or remove or take away our freedoms and our rights, being in that place where we understand what it means to stand united and be, because this is what's going to make a difference for us as a society, as a country, is for those of us to know what's right, not what's left, what's right. And I'm not talking white supremacist or anything like that. I'm talking what we all know to be Canadian values and business values and honorable, integrity-filled, humanistic values. The human species is what we're talking about, not just in Canada, but we got to start here. Do something. Be part of your community. Show love. Show connection. Be in that place where not only do you bring happiness because you choose it now, not because you think you're going to end up there after you get such and such, because that's not where happiness lives. Happiness lives in our heart, my friends. And you have to be ready to understand that those rules of happiness are what's going to make a difference for you. See, getting a dry throat. Woohoo! That's a good thing. That means I've been talking. And I am so happy to be back with you and talking. And if you fade off, you can watch the replay. But I'll make this the happiest thing I can for you. So, rule number 1, 18 rules of happiness. Stop feeling sorry for yourself, my friend. Get in that place where you understand that self-pity is the very worst kind of emotion. I'm not saying that you are doing that, but there are some that are. Just remember that the self-pity, the negative vibrational broadcasting all the time, it destroys everything around you. It destroys your organs. It just leaves you feeling powerless. Don't let yourself be the victim and stop feeling sorry for yourself. Choose happiness. Rule number 2. Now I got a bullet point here, and then a little quick blurb that I'm kind of expanding on for your sake. And if you want this PDF, let me know. Comment freedom in the comments. Let me know, or here now. I'll just say freedom, and I'd be happy to send you a Word document, a Google document, or a PDF of the 18 rules of happiness. Rule number 2, be grateful. The world is so fast-paced, and we're rarely grateful for the gifts that we wake up to every day. Just gratefulness is so powerful. Affirmations, meditations, just I appreciate such and such rather than I hate such and such. Be in that place where you choose through awareness that you say, hey, wait a second, I'm being negative here. I'm going to switch to positive. I'm going to use some gratefulness and be very graceful while you're doing it. Doesn't matter what you're grateful for. Family, health, home, everything. Spend time just being aware that it's not all shit. And even if there is some, that'll wash off. You don't have to wallow in it. Choose happiness. Be grateful. Of course, how often do you say yes? Well, we all say no, and we're saying no a lot more these days because we've been isolated at home. But say yes to these experiences. Things are opening up. Things are changing. Change with it. If you think we're going back to the way it was before all of this, you're mad. Now, there's going to be some similarities, but it's not going to be the same thing, my friends. There's going to be a lot of very, very big changes. So just in that case where you are, Connie was just saying a little while ago, I feel antsy. I want to go do something. And I was trying to say yes to her. Let's go do something. But, she'll get there to where she understands actually what that antsy feeling is and what it is she wants to do. And then she'll tell me it'll either go girls' night or it'll be something we do together. But go with the flow. Go where the emotions and the situations and the social invitations are positive. And be happy. Choose happiness. Now, of course, I have a friend that says this all the time. I think he even has this for an email. Follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. Rule number 4. And of course, oftentimes we're in that place where, you know what, we are not where we want to be. And you'd rather be somewhere else entirely with other people in a different circumstance. Who knows? But you'll find yourself, you've climbed up a ladder halfway only to realize that's not the ladder you want to climb. And a lot of people choose to stay at the bottom. What do you really want to be? You can't follow your bliss if you're not allowing yourself to be what you really want to be. So when I say follow your bliss as rule number 4, it means follow your passion. Follow the things that make you happy. If you're in a job you hate, find another job. You were looking for one when you got that one. Now, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to switch the job word to relationship word, because those are always, as long as there's love in the flow, those are always repairable. The damage, the healing, all comes with the forgiveness and the love. So follow your bliss and build your life back to where you are able to see yourself feeling happy. Rule number 5. This is the part that follows directly after following your bliss, because you have to learn to let go. That's rule number 5, learn to let go. And what this means is there's shit that burns your ass. And my dad always used to say, it's a flame that high. I'm shaking my hand just above my ass. Excuse me. But that's the point. Learn to let go of the things that bother you, that frustrate you. You're choosing and even dwelling on those negative thoughts that you can't let go. And it's a matter of, you say, I can't let go. Well, yes, you can. It's just a matter of choice, because it's the same choice as you say, I can't. You can also say, I can. And that is what you need to do. Find yourself asking honestly in the mirror, however, in meditation, whatever, can I let this go? Even encourage yourself, or let someone else encourage you to release it. What you resist persists. What you release ceases. So there's another path to happiness, my friend. There's a couple more coming, quite a bit. And we're only on rule 6. Do random acts of kindness. When was the last time you did that? When is the last time you had a random act of kindness? When is the last time you did something for someone else? Now, my sweet Connie, my goodness, she never stops. And that's part of the reason that she deals with all the shit in her life, is because she makes other people feel good and feels good because of it. The amazing what that can do for you, not just for you, but for the people you help. Even if it's a smile, or holding open a door, or paying, for the next person behind you in the coffee shop. Random acts of kindness for people you know and people you don't know. That will make you happy by making other people happy. If you give it, the more you'll receive it. The more you give, the more you receive. Law of attraction. You know me, I love the law of attraction. Who knows what now is? Who can tell me, are you in the now if you're dwelling in the past? Are you in the now if you're dreaming of the future? Of course, you got to plan and work on your goals and stuff like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, do you understand the moment of now, which is eternal? You can't do anything in the past. You can't do anything in the future, but you can do everything now. The only thing that'll stop you is sleeping, or you're already doing something. But be in the present. Be in that place where you won't allow yourself to dwell in the past. You won't allow yourself to dwell in the negative. You won't allow yourself to create something to fear that isn't there to fear, other than in your mind. Make the decision to be happy. Focus on what is real, what exists now. Now, this one is so subtle. Rule number 8, experience. Don't hoard. Now, there's a lot of, and I've seen some pretty crazy hoarding situations, but a lot of us as people trying to relieve stress or reduce anxiety, we'll buy stuff that we don't really need. And it might make us happy for a while, but it's temporary. It's just a thing. And then you put it aside because you don't use it anymore. Look for experiences, not things. Experiences require that you take action, that you are positively taking action, and maybe even with someone else, family member, spouse, friend, whatever, a neighbor, go for a walk in the park, help your elderly lady do some raking. I don't know what, but experience things. Don't buy things. Don't buy just objects, but experience the things that make life worth living, because you're helping other people do the same. Maybe you got to work on your bucket list. Maybe you want to write a book. I don't know. Anyways, rule number 9, appreciate both sides, or the other side of the coin. If you're really firmly entrenched in a belief, in a feeling, in a thought, you're in a rut, so to speak. And did you know people with one-track minds have derailed trains of thought? But anyways, learn to find your better perspective by including the other side of the coin in your perspective. Give that opportunity to realize what the other person is going through, or what the opposite thing is of what you're thinking. If you're thinking super negative, it's a matter of choice just to say, wait a second, what's the opposite of that? What's a 180 on that? I like that better. Let's work on that. Reject your sadness. Reject your anxiety. I mean, it's part of the same reality stick. You got a positive and a negative at the end of every stick, but you don't have to experience both at the same time, and you can choose which end of the stick you have. So think about that. Now, of course, I've spoken about friends, neighbors, loved ones, whatever the case may be. Rule 10, be social. Be more social. Does that mean you go troll online? No, that's not what it means. Does it mean you go looking for someone to argue with? No, that's not what it means. It means look for successful or happy people, and even join networks where there are, happy, successful people, and hang around them as much as you possibly can. And now that we're having all the mandates lifted, we can actually go out somewhere and meet people. Even at the park is a great place to meet people, but be proactive. Start making more to become more happy. And what I mean by making more contacts, making more memories, experiences, positive, positive, positive. It's a choice. You will become happier working on being more social. Now, of course, you like I say, the key is you're looking for happy people, not people to argue with. Rule 11. This is huge. Love more. Rule 11, love more. The more things you love, the more things there are to love. The more positive you get with yourself and others, the more positive things become for you and those other people. And shit's gonna hit the fan. The fan never turns off and the shit never stops flowing. That doesn't mean you have to wear it like a prize and become a victim. Just love more. Let a little bit more love get into your life. Friends, family, nature, go for a walk, photography, whatever the case may be. Just, and even when it does come to harsh people, give them love. They won't know what to do if you give them enough. They'll just like back right off or even turn around. I've had that happen where people started out grumpy. And with a little kindness on my part, boom, they were waking right up. Of course, you got to have a direction. You got to have a focus. You got to have a dream. That's rule 12. Have a dream. Be in that place where you understand. We only got 6 more to go, guys. 6 more. So we're almost done. I learned a lot. And these 18 rules always work if you hold on to each of them and practice. Read this every day if I send it to you. Print it out. Put it on a camera, on a notepad or something. Anything. A sticky note. But anyways, have a dream. That is the spark plug that keeps your motor running, so to speak. It gives you a spiritual purpose because you have a dream, and dream is imagination, and imagination is subconscious, and the subconscious is where everything happens. Anything that can happen will happen. And I've been having I've really transformed my dreams from negative to positive in the last little while through meditation, through positive thinking, and having a dream, being in a place where I understand that I have a goal. I have it broken down into chunks, stuff I got to do every day, people I want to do it for. I have a why, and that dream focuses on that why. It doesn't matter. We all have a different why. Most of them are about loved ones, and you can boil it down to 1 or 2 people. But have a dream, and that dream needs to have a why. But let that excite you every day and enable you to move forward in something that you want to do because it's working in your dream. And you write it down. Do a vision board. And start working on making these things become manifested by your choice, by your actions, by your words, by the law of attraction. And then, of course, this one follows right into place. And I love number 13. Intention sets direction. And yes, it does. And the whole idea is to be intent on your direction and make sure you know where you're going and how to get there. What you got to do. You got to do this first, then you got to do that first. But let the universe have its hand in that. Don't expect to, you don't have to do it all in a day, and you don't even have to do it all. Find help, hire a team, get a friend or a family member to give a bit of time in there and make it better for you. But set an intention and a direction on your dreams and turn them into goals. And while you're doing it, enjoy some simple pleasures. That's rule 14. We're supposed to be having fun while we're doing this. So just remember, thank yourself. Don't spank yourself. Be in that place where you can have simple things that you do every day that you enjoy doing, that make it worthwhile doing. And I've mentioned walking in the park, and I do it all the time. And just indulge in these little rituals every day and allow yourself to enjoy some simple pleasures. Now, of course, simple and pleasure means that you're able to accept what is. And that's rule 15, accept what is. Don't resist, because what you resist persists. If you have a grumpy neighbor, then you grump back, then guess what? You're going to always have a grumpy neighbor to grump back at. And that is stressful. It's anxious, anxiety creating. It's not peaceful. It will not lead you to happiness. Just accept things that he's grumpy. Give them an opportunity to love him to death. Maybe they'll turn around. But there's other shit that you can't change. There's a lot. As a matter of fact, here's a little trick. If it's on the outside, you can't control it. There's only one thing you can control, and that's what's on the inside. And what you do, what you feel, what you think, what you say, what you do, what you do as an individual, as an entity, as a human being. That's the only thing you can change. Nothing else you can change. I'm not talking about, dollar amounts in your bank account. I'm just talking about circumstances in life. It is what it is. Learn to accept it. And of course, if you want to be healthy and you want to be happy, you need to learn how to keep your body flowing, keep your body going, and just, remember, have a rhythm, have a purpose, have a flow, have a focus, but do it with health in mind. Don't make a point of doing negative stuff in your lifestyle all the time. Exercise, eat well, as much as you're able, as much as you're comfortable with. Do exercises when you think of it, and just remember to do them all the time, because our body is designed to move. So exercise and eat well is rule number 16. 2 more to go, my friends. Zoom out and don't sweat. That's rule number 17. Zoom out and don't sweat. What that means is just back off, take a chill pill, relax, and don't sweat it. Just follow back on your proper priorities, the things that have to happen, focus on them, and give yourself an understanding that this is the flow of uncertainty. This is the flow of the universe. You can't change those things. So just zoom out and don't sweat it. Smile and wave and be happy. So rule 18. I'd encourage you to say in the comments what you think rule 18 is. And live, love, laugh, all that sort of stuff. It's laugh, dance, and smile. But live, love, laugh. Just, laugh at certain things. Remember what it means. I love laughing. It's fun to laugh because it makes you feel so good. It brings a different vibration into life, and it's so much happier and easier to move forward with when you're laughing as opposed to grumping. So just splash around in the water and have fun. Don't worry about it. Wonderful music, whatever the case may be. And just live, love, and laugh. My friends, 33 minutes. It's getting late. I've got an interview with a good friend, Brian Gillard, tomorrow. He's a relationship specialist. He is a healer of relationships. He's got a lot of experience, a lot of practice. Join us tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm going to be going live again then with him as my special guest speaker. And I would love for you to show up, be in that place where you can appreciate who he is and what he has to offer. You might even be able to, subscribe to his services. If you are in a relationship that needs some healing and you feel that this guy you resonate with him, you like what he says, how he talks, I'll make sure you have an opportunity to connect with him. Guaranteed you'll have an opportunity to connect with him, because all you got to do is show up 2 o'clock tomorrow on any one of my channels. Remember, give me that hearts, those cares, those shares, connect, follow, subscribe, hit those notifications. And we will see you next time, my friends. Much love. Thank you so much, Connie, for being here with me, and all the other people that are here too, that I know you're there, but you didn't say anything, so I won't say anything back. Just happy that you're here, and I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be seen. Much love, my friends, and we will catch you on the flip side. Much love, you magnificent manifestors. Bye.